Hey there, Russ here. Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to do a Ramblin' Russ. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to show you a nice little trick I did making my drill press vise. Anyway, first I want to thank everybody. I got so many comments about noticing that I had been slowed down on my videos, and yes, I did. I had a bout with COPD, and it slowed me down quite a bit for about 2-3 weeks. So anyway, thank you for all the kind words and words of concern. Getting back to normal little by little. My breathing isn't 100%, but it's a lot better. So I'm back to doing videos. Anyway, I got so many ideas going around in my head. I'm nowhere near done, as you might guess. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for your concern, and worry not. It's going to take more than that to get me down. So one of the other things I want to talk about real quick is this. And we all know what this is. This is 4 little wood hinges that I told you I was going to do a little bit on each video. Well, because of the bout with COPD, I have not been giving you any attention, but I haven't forgot. So I've decided what I want to do is that now that I've got them cut to the size that they're going to be for us to do the work, there's like 4 or 5 steps that we need to do to make these into full-fledged hinges. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the Roy Underhill. I'm going to set up a workstation at 2 or 3 different places for the different steps that it takes to do these. And I'm going to take the first one, leave it whole like this, and I'll take it over to the stage 1 and we'll do that step. These 3 will already be through that stage, so the next one will be at the next workstation with the holes drilled, and we'll go through the second step on it to show you how that goes. Then I'll quickly walk over to the third stage where we do the third one, and the last one will be what I call the finished one, so you get an idea of what it looks like when it's done. And hopefully we can do all this in a very timely manner, all in one video. So it's going to be a dedicated video to do this, and it'll be done in the same style of the Roy Underhill videos that he has always done on PBS. So stay tuned for that. 2 things. I've only got 1 shot at this, because if I mess up anywhere along the line doing this, guess what? It's going to mess up the whole video. So hopefully we'll get it right the first time, since we don't edit. That makes it a little bit of a challenge, but that's what I'm going to do. So you're going to see me actually make a hinge, theoretically what I would call in real time. So there's the first thing. That's something I want to try. I've been wanting to do it that way anyway, do a video where I go right through the whole thing from start to finish like he did, and have everything set up in stages so I can move from one to the next. We're going to give that a try, so stay tuned. Hopefully that might be the next video I do. So I've been working on that. I might mention I have some 1/8 inch steel rod here. This is what I use a lot of times for the pin for my hinges. So just so you know, I'll be using a 1/8 inch steel rod for the pin for those hinges. So I'll put this all together, and when I get it ready to go, we'll go and do that video all at one time, and you'll just have to hold your cup of coffee and walk around and follow me around the shop. So be careful and don't spill it if you do that. So anyway, that is coming soon. The thing I really wanted to talk about today was my drill press vise for less than $5. Now, this is my drill press vise. If you look at this, this actually is half of a corner clamp that I bought from Harbor Freight. The SKU number is 38661. So go to Harbor Freight, put that number in, and this will pop up. It'll be 2 of them at 90 degrees to each other, all on one bracket. I bought that about 4 years ago. First thing I did is I cut it in half and made 2 of these, and had 2 of these vices instead. That's what I saw. What I like about it is it also has the free range adjusting for the quick adjustment of that. It's much easier. I know I have a regular drill press vise, a nice heavy duty metal one, but as you know, with most of those, you got to go like that for 100 miles to get it to where you want it to be. But this one is so much nicer to have that quick release. So this is the one I use all the time now. Now, what I did to make it work as a drill press vise, I put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood on here, and this is just 6 by 6. And what I did was, if you look at it, you can see some of the bracket here and a little bit of the bracket, whoops, over here where this bolt is. That bracket used to come all the way out so that it held the other vise. When you see the picture of it, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I cut it back so that it would fit on here, and I used those 2 slots to hold. That's all that's holding this on here. Got T-nuts on the bottom, drill the hole through, put the bolt through, cut it to the right length, and that's what holds it. So if I want, I can take those 2 bolts and loosen them up, and I can pop this right off of the board. So, and I drilled these 4 holes in it. They're the bench dog holes, and they're drilled to be designed to fit into these here. I have these bench dog holes, if you're familiar with my workbench. Around the perimeter of this, every 4 inches, I put bench dog holes on all 4 sides, with the exception of the area from here to here, right in this area where I have a sitting capability. And I left this smooth. I didn't want the bench dog holes here. So, but I can take this and use it anywhere around the bench. So, what's handy is that not only can I use it on the bench vise, oh, real quick, also, I put a piece of leathers in here on both of the jaws so as to give it a little bit of cushioning, and it makes it gripping so much better. So to make this into a vise, you do want to try to glue some pieces of leather in there or sandpaper or something just to increase your possibility of how hard it'll hold. So anyway, so this has been one of my best little vices. It's nice and light, and not only can I use it on the drill press, when I use it over there, one of the things I like about it is that if you put something in there like so and tighten it down, I actually use the handle most of the time to hold it when I put it on my drill press to do the drilling. But even if I want to use it on my regular workbench, it's really nice, because in order to set it on my workbench anywhere, I can just take a couple of clamps and clamp it right to the edge, anywhere around the edge. But also, I love my bench dog holes, and I use them for everything. I got a lot of attachments that I've made over the years that rely on these bench dog and them being spaced out the way they are. And this is no exception. So to use this, using my bench dog holes, I just grab a couple of bench dogs and I put this, move that out of my way. I can put this in the one hole here, take this one, put it in the second hole, and now, ooh, almost got my coffee again. But now, this thing is as sturdy as can be. I can put something in there without any effort. And once it's in there, unless I lift up on it, it's not going to go anywhere. If I really want it to stay put, I can very easily just put a quick clamp on it. And now, it's never going to go anywhere when I work on this piece here. So it makes it really nice to be able to do that. And the thing I really like about it is I can put it in any way I want. I can put it this way or this way. You know, I have lots of variations to be able to put it in any hole and then clamp it down or not clamp it down as I choose. So it makes it pretty versatile as a vise that I can mount to my bench to do something on my workbench if I want. Anyway, quick little vise. If you didn't know this about me, I am what you call a vise junkie. If you hadn't noticed, I got tons of different vices, and maybe I should do a video about that one these days. I probably have, in variation of vices around my shop, I probably got 15 or 20 different vices in my shop. You know, I got my Xylus vise, I got 2 face vices, I've got my OTB vise, and the list goes on. Anyway, this is just one of the ones I use, and I do love to make different vices out of these things when I get them. So it's quick, it's cheap, and it was easy to make this. And if the plate is easy enough to mount on one of these things, and with the plate, it makes a really great vise for either mounting on your bench or using it on your drill press, and a heck of a lot cheaper than those other ones that you usually buy. Like I said, I have one of those. I actually prefer this. And yes, I am now rambling on and on. Anyway, I wanted to show this to you. And like I said at the beginning, I thank everybody for your concern about me. But I'm still going to stick around for a while longer, it looks like. So if you have any comments, any ideas, any suggestions, or maybe you have an idea for a new vise that I hadn't thought of yet. I'm always looking for new ideas and vices. Just leave them in the comments. I do read all the comments, and I probably answer 95% of them. So if you like this video, you learned something here, hit that like button. It lets me know I'm doing the right thing. But most importantly, come back again, because as you can tell, I'm nowhere near done. Thanks, and we'll see all you guys again soon. Bye.